And here we finally are.
Oh,
God.
More or less.
More or less.
close enough.
With at least 2 cameras working.
Yeah. That's 50%. That's pretty good.
Which
That is true.
It's pass.
Which is 2 cameras more than none cameras. So we're doing 200% better than we possibly could be with no cameras. And I know that 200% of 0 is still 0, but you know what? I don't care. We are finally here, and thank you for everyone who has been patiently waiting for us to come online in the chat and viewing, and who's gone ahead and followed us already. That's been really good. Thank you. I really weren't expecting this many people to be logging on and watching our first stream, but here we go. So we had a crazy idea that we all sort of came up with, which we were like, why don't we play D&D on the internet? And we were like, wow, literally no one has ever done that before. So here we are.
I think about how big brain we were, like absolutely just forging a whole path there.
Yeah, just like next level, like what? This is a crazy idea, but we ran with it, and
wait, slightly Christopher Walken there. What? That's crazy.
Come on, guys, it's crazy how good idea this is. Yeah. So here we are playing some D&D. Now this is the first time that we are playing this game. This is literally like a session 1 for us. These characters that we'll be portraying are level 5, and we'll have some character stats that go up on the screen over our logo as the game goes on. But yeah, this is pretty fresh new territory. This is the first time I think I've DM'd for this specific group of people. I've DM'd for Rose a lot and Kel a few times, but Frankie, you're my brand new player, so prepare yourself. But I'm very excited. So without further ado, maybe we should just crack straight into things, considering we are so terribly late to getting on.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's
fuck technology.
Yeah, fuck technology. Hopefully we'll have 4 cameras next time. But we'll see what's in the budget for working computers. So yeah. I guess we should crack onto it. So where to start? So do you guys want to do a quick little introduction of your characters and who you are, and like race and class and all that boring stuff, but also a bit about who they are and what their interests and hobbies are, who they are as people, obviously without giving away any spoiler territory for any secret stuff in backstories and whatever?
Sure, yeah. Sure. Why not?
All right. Well, Kel, I think that with the only other working camera, you dobbed in to go first. So
okay.
Yeah.
Mine's pretty short and sweet. She's my character's name is Zan. She's a human blood hunter. She is an ex-soldier, so she used to be in the military for her homeland, and now she's off doing her thing with her new group of companions. And she is very, very hostile at first towards anyone who she doesn't trust, but she slowly warms up to people over time. She's got a little bit of a animalistic side, which I'm sure will come up at some point. And yeah, that's more or less who she is. Just a angry woman with a sword who is into blood for some reason. Yeah.
I mean, blood's cool. So yeah, right on.
Well, you don't want it to be cold, and then you'll be dead if blood's cold. You got to have it hot.
Unless you're cold-blooded.
True.
Shut up, Rosie.
Unless you're a snaky snake.
All right. Well, if we move along the list in the overlay, next would be Rose. So, Rose, you want to tell us a bit about Quill?
Well, I'm a flaming dragon grill. Know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
She's called Quillian, Quillian Druick. She's a happy ray of sunshine, and is considers herself personally responsible for the other two, because they're just chaos incarnate, and she's the only one that has. Well, she thinks that she's the only one who has half an idea about what's going on, and everyone else is, constantly apologizing for the other two, and just needs, feels like if she wasn't there, they'd be tyrants. So that's probably what she thinks her purpose is for following these two around. She's a dragonborn, gold dragonborn. So fire is her forte. But she's also very, she likes, what am I trying to say? Yeah, just a general, socialite, happy-go-lucky.
Wholesome bean.
Happy-go-lucky scamp. Yeah.
That's about it.
Awesome. Cool. And then last but not least, Frankie, tell us about Jin.
Sure. So Jin is my character. They are a changeling arcane trickster rogue. And, well, to say the absolute least, they are very much the incarnation of chaos, as Rosie said. Very much driven to do things at an impulse. Absolutely no common sense whatsoever. And very interested in, I guess, having a good time more than anything else. As a result, there are many shenanigans and exceptionally strange things that they do, and they are very, very strange looking, especially given that they can choose how they look. Heterochromatic eyes, just very much someone trying to stand out from the crowd, strange as it is for a rogue.
Very nice. Very nice.
Can I point something out? In the artwork, Jin is looking directly at Titty, like for the crop. It's it's pretty good. Yeah,
I know. And that's the great thing with that crop is that that's exactly what it looks like. Yeah.
Maybe that's exactly what it's supposed to be. Who knows?
Yeah, context. That's all you need.
Yeah,
exactly. Speaking of art, though, so all the art that we've done on the little overlay here, apart from the stuff like the little potion bottles, the sword, the cactus, and the shield, the character art and the art for the overlay and that sort of thing is all done in-house by us. So we're all a bit creative in our ways. So this channel is not going to be specifically just for D&D, but whole range of different stuff regarding fantasy art and art of all descriptions and that kind of thing as much as we can. So we'll be doing streams for art as well as D&D in the future for those who want to hang out and come along to those kind of sessions as well.
Yes. Come watch us make up stories and funny things and all that bullshit.
Weird monstrous creatures and characters and stuff like that. So come along for that. But for now, thank you all for introducing your characters and for giving that bit of context as to who they are. We should probably kick into the story. So allow me, if you will, to monologue for a little bit. So you're all three adventurers of somewhat minor reputation. You have been doing some work around your homeland for a bit of time and making a bit of name for yourself, but not really getting fame or the fortune that you would like. So you've decided to try and travel across the sea and find a new place to make a name for yourself. And you've recently arrived in the continent known as Corterra, specifically on the East Jora side of the continent, so quite to the south. Jora itself is ruled by a race known, well, they like to think they rule over Jora. Their name is the Stork, which are these dark blue-skinned, four-armed, completely hairless race of people that during a great war known as the Purge, pretty much asserted themselves as the one and only ruler of Jorah. And you've started to learn, Quill, you in particular have started to learn a bit about the country's history and the various sad tales that are spread across the land about this great purge that once was. And that all happened in an area known as Kraken's Bite, which was a landing point for you as you all arrived on this continent. But after you've spent the last few weeks getting a few odd jobs here and there, making a little bit of a reputation in Jorah, you've decided that it's about time you had some good R&R. And you've found out about this festival that's held in the swamplands in a place called Redwater. And in Redwater, there is a festival held known as the Feasting, which invites races and peoples from all walks of life to come along and to celebrate lizard folk culture. Now, being relatively new to the area, you also have a traveling companion with you, a white, snowy Leonin, which is the lion folk race, who is traveling with you. A lovely fellow by the name of Brutus has agreed to take you all to Redwater, or guide you on your journey, as he was heading for the festival anyway. Now, you've only made it into Redwater today. You've had a few days' journey behind you. You are a bit tired, but you can see that Redwater is just filled with people right now. There are market stalls in the streets, and there is celebrations all around, decorations just completely just put up everywhere you could possibly hang a decoration. It looks like someone's gone to a party supply store, bought everything, and literally thrown it all over the town. It is really, at the moment, just full of life and merriment. Redwater itself being in a swamp, the land underneath you is fairly mushy, fairly squishy, but as you're getting further and further into the center of town, you feel the land stiffen a bit underneath you. It's a bit easier to walk on. And part of the environment that you've seen so far is it looks like there's a lot of old ruins, a lot of old buildings that have all collapsed or sunken into the swamp around you, and you have the feeling or the idea that this is not what the town or the city used to look like, but it is what it currently is, which is a fairly shanty kind of town. A lot of buildings on platforms and stalks sticking out of the swamp, built over some of the water itself. So it's got that real swamp vibe. But towards the center of town, things do start to get more civilized. Buildings start to get a little bit more modern in their architecture, still mainly made of wood. And there's a large stone statue in the middle of the town square, that depicting what you might assume would be a lizard folk god of some description. And the god seems to be holding a large leaf filled with water, has a pet monitor on one hand, and looks hopeful and looking out across the land. And the land that it's looking across to is actually the fairgrounds, where you can see there is a lot of people making their way. Now, all three of you, strangers to this town, Brutus himself as well is fairly new to this town, and he says to all of you, right, well, I know, I'm not really sure what we should do first. Do you want to try and get some rooms? Should we make our way straight into the fairgrounds? I'm a little bit lost for ideas right now. There's a lot going on around us. Do any of you have any ideas what you'd like to do first?
Well, Brutus, thank you, dear, for bringing us here. This looks like a great party. I think I might. Well, you know what? I'm down for a dance. I might. Where are the local bards? You know, I need a bit of a boogie down, as they say.
Right, well, of course. Well, by the look of things, it looks like the festival ground is starting to really liven up a bit. It seems like there's quite a lot of music and people heading in that direction, so perhaps we better make our way over there then.
Right. Yes. Lead the way. What about the others? Jin, Zan. Where'd they go? Are you here still?
I am not dancing for any of you. I would like to find the closest bar. I would like to head there, away from all these people. This is too much. Not having it.
Jin is not thinking of stealing anything at all in this bar. Where is this bar you speak of?
I think, yes, and see Brutus points out a fairly large wooden stilted building pretty much directly behind this large statue you're all standing in front of right now. He says, I think that building there, that looks like it's the right kind of place if you want a bar, but I'm afraid by the look of things that you're not going to really avoid people by going in there.
I'll just get the alcohol and get a room then. It's that easy.
Okay. All right you are. Well, we'll see what we can do.
Zan, you're such a wet blanket. Why don't you go get the drink and then meet me? You know that sometimes I don't know what's happening here, but there's like chairs around the outside. You can just sit there and have a drink.
I don't do parties. It's not my thing.
Maybe. All right. I'll meet you back at the bar in what? An hour?
Sure.
All right. Well, maybe I'll go with Zan and see if I can get us some rooms. Little one, Jin. Where are you going? Are you going with Quill, or are you going to come with me and Zan?
Just gonna have a look at Quill. Try and suss what Quill's like thinking right now. Maybe does Quill want Jin to follow them?
Oh, she's vibing this place, so she's more distracted by all the bright colors and the fancy lights and the cheap spotlight confetti that's everywhere. She's quite happy for you to come along. She's not like, ooh, gross, Jin.
All right then. As far as foot traffic, does the bar look like it's probably getting a lot of action, or is it more the festival and elsewhere?
All right. First roll of the game. Can you roll a perception check for me?
I certainly can.
Hey!
Fuck you, dice. Don't fuck me now. Oh, that was a 13 plus stuff. Hang on, let me see what plus stuff it is. Oh, plus 6.
Plus
That's a
6
19 in
stuff.
total.
All right, that's a good roll. Good roll. So having a bit of a look around, you can see that there's people pretty much everywhere. Mm-hmm. The advantage the fairground has over the inn is the inn has a lot of people in also a smaller place, so it's very crowded and looks very claustrophobic. Whereas the fairgrounds and the festival that's going on right now, the big open area, there's a lot of people there, yes, but there was also more openness. So it looks like that there's technically is more people, but in a much open, much bigger space. So yeah.
Would you reckon that the festival or the bar has more variety to the people, if you would?
Definitely the festival area. Yeah.
Righto. Okay, Jin has been deciding. Quill Dick, we're going.
Right, well, follow me. It's this way, I think. She just points in a random direction and starts walking.
All right. Jin's going to keep their eyes peeled for anything particularly interesting on anybody's person, especially if it's within grabbing reach.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, so in that case, Zan, let's see if we can get some rooms for the night, hey?
Yeah, please, quickly as possible.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
by the way, to add to that, I apologize to interrupt there. Jin's also looking for any particularly interesting looking statues, like stuff that you could probably stuff into a bag, maybe something like smallish, maybe
Okay.
maybe like the height of a ruler at most, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So like little statuettes. And,
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All
Like
right.
figures? Like
Yeah.
pop vinyl?
Yeah, sure, why
Pop
not?
vinyls, yeah. I mean,
Sure, why not?
They're-
We're going
they're-
for D&D pop vinyls.
they were around
Jin's a collector.
in these times, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, Zan and Brutus break off and start heading towards the rather crowded-looking stilted inn. And then Quill and Jin will follow you guys for now as you start heading through into the fairgrounds. Now, as you are... so there's this large sort of archway made of these very moist and mossy-looking swamp vines. And there are two people, two lizard folk women standing either side of this archway, handing out what looks to be leis that are made out of swamp flowers. And as you both approach, they say, welcome, welcome. Would you like a necklace?
Sure.
Oh, they look beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh,
She takes one.
you are most welcome. You are most welcome.
Jin will take one as well. Just kind of like walk up and try and stick the head into like the wreath while still in the person's arms.
Yeah. And it looks like that they're not quite shocked by this. It seems like there might have been quite a few people that have already done this to them. So they like lay the lei around your neck and then sort of brush your shoulders a little bit as you poke your head through. I say, have you both traveled far?
Yes. Jin has never seen lizard person before. Can Jin try?
I don't quite understand the question, I'm afraid.
Jin's gonna try and imitate the person in front of them.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So, let's... So, normally remind me when it comes to Changeling, you can take on the shape of another person, but it's not... Is it accurate, or is it not entirely accurate each time?
I'm not 100% sure. I honestly would bow to you about that one. I just know that I wouldn't be able to grow a tail if this person has a tail.
Right. which
And
they
I wouldn't be able to
definitely do.
dramatically change things that I don't have. For example, if the legs are I can't remember what the word for it is, but if they're like, like cow legs.
Bipedal, right? Like
Yeah.
I mean more like
Humanoid.
the shape of the legs. Let's say that
Okay.
the knees bent the opposite way. I don't think I'd be able to do that. I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but I don't
Yeah.
think I can.
Yes, so you would, so the lizard folk leg has the knee, and then there's quite a significant bend at the ankle as well, because they mainly walk on their, like, the front toes, so
Oh,
it'll be
Jin's kind of
hard-
doing just more
yeah.
above the neck sort
Above
of thing,
the
like
neck.
neck
Alright.
upwards, just
Okay.
to like see
Sure.
what they can suss out, really.
Alright, let's get you to roll a performance check, just to see how well you can accurately represent yourself here.
Cthulhu shit, here we go. Oh. That was a 7 plus stuff. 7 plus 3, so that's a 10.
A 10, alright. So you do get a fairly good facial structure going on. And then from the neckline down as well, you seem to be sort of matching the skin tones. You're not getting the scales, but you're sort of creating these little shades that look like they are scales. But then you also happen to grow a beard.
Is Jin doing it? Does it look right?
She's
Jin
like-
cannot tell. Jin cannot see self.
She is quite taken aback, and it's like, it's very nice trick you have there. You are not, is that meant to be me?
Yes, is you perfectly, is not?
Is not, no.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
bit too many hairs.
I do apologize for my friend. She's a sprightly one, and she's like we said, we've traveled quite far, and she's just taking it all in. She means no harm. Don't worry
No.
about her.
That is fine. We get all kinds here. Don't need to worry at all. The only thing I would just say is that Shari, our high priestess, has asked that all of our travelers introduce themselves to her. She likes to personally thank each and every person who comes here herself. She is standing over by the stage now, so whenever you have time, please, if you wouldn't mind going to introduce yourself to her.
Could Jin just be like, hello, Jin's name is Jin. Goodbye.
Yes, I think that would be fine.
Jin likes this place, Quill Dick.
Come on, Jean dear. I'm not quite sure where Zen and Brutus have gone, but maybe we should go. We should go talk to them.
Right.
But we are adventuring, right? What?
Yes.
Okay. Jin's gonna keep trying to work on the lizard people thing and just like try and suss out more lizard people and then more colors, all that sort of stuff, and see what they can do. Kind of like a octopus trying to figure out what like pattern is below it to blend in.
Yeah, cool. All right. Sweet. So a couple of things you notice as you walk through. So yes, there are a lot more lizard folk around here. A lot of the sort of the guardsmen around the place that aren't looking particularly threatening, but just keeping an eye around the vicinity, sort of doing rounds, making sure there aren't too many drunken, disorderly types around. But most of the lizard folk that are here are on the scale of between green, beige, and brown. So sort of colors to match the surroundings they're in, that being the swamp. So a lot of that on that sort of hue are walking around the area. There's not too many sort of like blues or reds or any of the other like golden or anything scaled lizard folk.
Mm-hmm.
Quill, as you are looking around and obviously trying to take things in on a more holistic approach to your surroundings, a couple of things that you do see. So as you're proceeding further into the fairgrounds themselves, you can see there is actually like quite a large carnival tent that's been set up, sort of what looks like a bit of a circus tent. And then a couple of smaller other very colourful tents around it. And then one particularly odd tent, which is like pinstriped with big thick pinstripes that are it's like a purple and a dark blue color, which is the only tent that has that color around it. All the rest is sort of your traditional red and white stripe circus tents.
Okay.
And then on the far opposite side of that is the stage that was pointed out by the two lizard folk who gave you the lays a moment ago, and you can see that there is a what you would assume might be the high priestess, a lizard folk wearing this large frilly collar made from feathers, and then other elaborate silks and various jewelry that all looks like it was made in the swamp as well. So you can see her from quite a distance away and assume that would be the person they were speaking about. But we're going to put a pin in that there as we quickly cut back over to Zan and Brutus, who have just pushed their way inside the tavern. As Brutus says, "Oh, I've got to work on. Excuse me, sorry. My gut's getting in the way a little bit. It's always awkward.
I'm just barging people out of the way. I don't care if I knock them over. I'm making a path.
All right. Oh, Zan. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry about her. Excuse me. Sort of following, awkwardly befuddling behind you through the people that you've charged through. You can see that there is a lizard folk working behind the bar. Big thorny beard and like a thorn mohawk that goes down the back of his head. And wearing like a traditional like leather apron over the top of just a standard innkeep shirt. As you approach, he says, "Good evening. Can I help you?"
Yes, first and foremost, I just wanted to ask, have you heard any reports of any fae-themed or undead in the area recently?
Well, I mean, we get types from everywhere. But I don't think any of them are fae fiend or undead, as you say.
Right. I just had to clear that up first. That's fine. I just wanted to inquire about possibly getting some rooms for me and some companions of mine.
Yes, when would you like the rooms for?
As soon as possible.
Soon as possible. Right. Well, I can get you in 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks? What? This is ridiculous. Surely you have something right now.
I'm afraid that with the festival going on, it normally lasts at least a week, and a lot of travelers stick around after the fact. So if you don't book in advance, I'm afraid that you don't get a room.
Well, that complicates things a little bit. Yes, I'll look to Brutus and ask if he knows what we can do.
Well, I was kind of banking on this place myself, if I'm being entirely honest. Innkeep, my good man, is there any other places we could stay in town or in the local area? Well, the only place I really know is, I know that the festival grounds, they have the carnival that is staying there. I think that they have set up their own little campsite. You might be able to ask someone there if they'd be happy for you to set up camp. But in terms of actual places, inns in town, I don't think you'll have much luck at all, I'm afraid. Thank you for the information. Damn shame that, though. What do you think, San?
I'd rather camp out in the wilderness than stay here any longer, so I'm just gonna take some alcohol and leave.
All right. I'll get 2 tankards to go if that's a thing. Brutus puts down some coins on the table, and you're presented with these like ceremonial mugs, like the tankards with the little lid on top as well.
Awesome.
And like, thank you so much. Perhaps we should go try find the others now and see if they've see what they're up to.
I don't like the sound of a carnival, but sure, let's do it.
All right. Well, let's see what we can do, hey?
Barge him out of the way with my drink in my hand. Get the fuck out of the way.
All right, and you both sort of walk back out again. You're charging through, and Brutus apologizing profusely to all the people that are you've pushed out the way, and head back out the inn and towards the fairgrounds. So, Quill and Jin. So with the information that's been provided to you before, where would you guys like to head next?
Jin's still sussing people out, trying to copy people.
Mm-hmm.
The priestess, does she look like she's with other people? Like, is she busy?
There is a small line in front of her, like it's about 2 people deep, that she's introducing herself to. There is another younger looking lizard folk that's standing next to her. But that's about it.
Quill's going to turn to Jin and kind of be like, Jin, what? I mean, I couldn't help but notice that, that funky looking tent over there. What? I mean, do you want to go find out what that's about? I mean, this lady looks pretty busy. Do you want to come back and talk to her later?
Is Jin not enough of circus for Quill?
No, but aren't you curious? I mean, it looks so out of place here. Maybe it's something fun, exciting. You said yourself we're adventurers, right? Let's do some adventuring.
Jin only meant that to make Quill move so Jin could try and maybe not steal something, maybe.
Well, you can try steal something, you can practice your pickpocketing on me later tonight before bed, like we've done in the past. Remember?
But Jin wants to do it now. Oh, by the way, Quill Dick, Jin has 3 quills from Quill.
Oh.
Jin stole them.
They were... you better wash your hands. I'm not sure if those are clean.
Jin's just gonna pull 3 quills of various levels of brokenness out of just a random pocket on their person. There is definitely ink all over the pocket, in that pocket. It's probably completely stained, and they're absolutely useless quills at this stage, but Jin's just gonna still hand them over, grab Quill's hand, just kind of put them in Quill's hand, and just let go.
Definitely don't know where those have been. That looks... All right.
Oh,
We'll give him a
Oh,
wash down.
Jin, put that in the pocket that had the crocodile eye in it too.
No,
Sorry.
great. It's okay. But I'll hold on to these, I guess. She's gonna like put them in a shirt pocket. She's like, all right, so tent, right? Yes, no. Lady later.
Will Quildick give Jin 1 gold?
I will give you no gold, but I'll let you try and take it later.
1 platinum.
1 gold later. Come on, let's go. She's gonna start walking towards the funky looking tent.
All right.
Jin's going to take 2 gold. Fuck Quill.
Alright.
Just keep on trailing behind.
All right. Okay. Alrighty. Cool. So as you are making your way over to the tent, you can see that there looks like a very disheartened Zan and a very apologetic Brutus making their way through the archway that you both entered through before. Did Zan accept a lay?
Yeah, but she probably would have taken it off like shortly after and just like yeah.
No fun for that.
Like she likes flowers, but then she was like, "Oh, this isn't right," and then just got rid of it.
This
Yeah.
isn't a flower.
And then Brutus is trailing behind with 2 of these lays around his neck. And eventually we'll meet up. He's like, "Oh, cool, Jin. Good to see you. How have you gone? Have you had some fun? Have you had a drink?"
Oh, we've just been looking around, right, Jin? We found this curious looking building, right?
When Quill said right, Jin's just gonna turn around. There's this demented looking lizard person, sort of like with the beard. The beard's still there, maybe slightly like greener than they were beforehand. Don't know how well that they've continued from here on out as far as copying people, but the beard's gonna remain at least.
Yeah. Well, that is one of the more frightening visages you've taken, I can say that. But we got some drinks anyhow. I think Zan's a little bit upset. We unfortunately couldn't get any rooms anywhere.
Why? Was it pricey? I can chip in a bit more.
They were sold out because of the festival, and I
Really?
didn't quite have the foresight to book rooms in advance.
Oh well.
Jin
I
can
think-
fix this. Who is Jin shanking?
I don't. I think that I don't know a lot about the lizard folk, but I'm fairly sure they don't take kindly to shanking.
No, that's not going to get us a room if we murder everybody.
No, only 4 people need shanking. Maybe 3 if Quill squishes in with Jin.
Trust me, Jin, I considered it, but there was too many people. It would have been like a whole night's work. I just can't be bothered. I'd just rather find somewhere else.
Zan does not want to do the killing? Zan okay?
There's too many people. I hate it here. Please, can we just like
Blink 3
move along?
times if need help.
Well, where were you two making your way to?
I was going to the tent.
Jin
Just
was
haven't-
following.
Yeah. Well, perhaps if you go over there, I'll make my way over. I'll see if I can find maybe the ringleader of this carnival circus.
Over
thing, as
there.
it were.
That lady.
Yes,
Jin thinks.
yes, I agree with Jin. I think over there, the priestess, right?
Oh, over there by the stage.
Yes, the stage.
Yes.
She was a bit busy, but yeah, you could go wait in line.
Oh, I'll go save us a space in line and see if I can use some of my charming lion charm to secure us some sort of accommodation.
Yes, no, that's a great idea. Try and get something with a complimentary fruit bowl, or maybe a nice warm towel for the spa.
Or perhaps a couple of whatever those cow things were that we passed on our way into town. Those swamp cows.
Right, swamp cows. That sounds enticing. Yes, very.
Yes.
Anyway, well, we should go.
All right, well, I'll catch up with you in a bit. And then he walks off towards the high priestess. Now, all three of you heading towards the funky purple and black looking tent?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, cool. So as you start to make your way over there, you can see that there is a few, like, circus performers, some jugglers, some fire dancers and that kind of thing, just making their way and mingling with the crowd that's around them. Oddly enough, a lot of people seem to be avoiding this tent itself, and as you get up to the tent, there is a small chalkboard sign out the front, where it just looks like there's an eye drawn on the chalkboard.
Is it like a really simple eye, or is it like really detailed with like carvings and pretty? It looks like a lot of effort's gone into the drawing, or is it just like almond circle?
Yeah, it seems pretty. It's just like as in like an eyeball. So it just looks like a simple chalk drawing of an eyeball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there like religious symbol or anything like that I would recognize? Or
You can do a religion check if you would like.
Whilst
Sure.
we're doing this, Jin's gonna just plant their ass down on the floor and be like hum shillily dum dum and just make weird noises. And this is gonna go on for some time because this is actually going to be a ritual casting of detect magic.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So have fun, everybody. You're standing here for 10 minutes. Obviously.
Just right in the middle of the
what
raid.
the fuck,
Yeah.
Jin? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
for some reason, I have a whole bunch of advantages on my character sheet. Like, so I break the immersion a bit. Do I
Like
just,
a whole bunch.
like for religion, I have an advantage. I don't know why, but
Okay.
I can just ignore it for now. It's fine.
All
My
right.
first roll was a 19, so I'll take that.
Oh yeah.
So
you
that's-
don't even need
that's a-
advantage.
So that's a 20 in total.
20. All right.
Yeah.
20. Okay. So. Bear with.
Well,
Sure.
gee, I'm trying to figure out why I have all these advantages. It's weird.
Okay.
Is it because you're
All right.
human?
So you do know. Now you're not sure. Now this is a very crude drawing of an eye. You're not 100% certain, but from the bit of time that you've spent around Jorah and getting to know the lay of the land and that sort of thing, there is a dwarven goddess of time and prophecy by the name of Daphne, and the symbol for her is the evil eye.
The evil eye.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Take particular note of that.
But it's hard to say whether this is a representation of that or not, considering how crude the drawing is. But that is one piece of religious information you can link this to.
Just a shitty fucking drawing of an eye. Could be evil, it could not be. Could just be shit. Who knows?
The shitty eye.
Let's go in. Oh god, I don't want to be a part of that cult. I don't know why I said that. in
At
character.
least have a well drawn like icon. Like, come on, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Let's go in and just take a sneaky peek. Eh? Get it? Kind of bumps Jin. Kind of like get my joke. Sneaky peek. It's an eyeball.
Dilly-dum dum dum shum dum shut up quill
Crazy frog.
Concentrating.
So, are you, is Zan and Quill waiting the 10 minutes for Jin
Can I
to...
like pick Jin up as she's doing that? Like, and just like
Please?
carry them along with me?
Yes, you can. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So you just sort
Why
of
do you always do this?
scoop Jin up and then take them
Jin's
inside
got
with you.
like crossed legs and is just like sitting there and it's like hum kind of position right now. while Zan just picked him up and fucking walking with them.
Why'd I put up with this shit?
All right.
Yeah.
So, you make your way inside the tent, and as you do, you're immediately greeted with this wall of cold. Like, there's just this real chill in the air. The swamp itself, it is the dead of winter, but it's still fairly like humid, even for winter. But as you get into this tent, it seems like that you would be at pretty much any other place. It seems like kind of like London in the middle of winter. As you've walked into this tent, it is absolutely freezing.
Feels like
Freeze your ass
home.
off.
I love it.
Oh,
Why is it so nice in here? We should stay here.
oh God, it's not nice at all. This is it's
Jin
much
does
nicer
not
outside.
remember this part of the spell. Jin is going to ignore. Jin ass cold.
Do you want me to hold Jin for a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Pass her a quill.
Just hold her up.
Yeah.
Just like hug her like a soft toy.
She's just our kid that we're carrying around with us now.
So yeah, try and use like absorb some of Jim's warmth. Just like as I walk around, just
Yeah.
holding it.
So you push through the initial sort of entranceway of this tent, and it's like silk doorways upon beads upon more silk and more beads as you sort of struggling to get through this mess of an opening of the tent before you do find yourself in this very dark room, almost completely pitch black. The only thing that's creating any sort of light is this small crystal ball in the middle of a wooden rune-etched table in the middle of this room. Conveniently, 3 stools on your side of this table and 1 stool on the other side. And there's a large amount of mist that's pouring from this orb as well. But aside from this, you can't really make out too much, because I know that none of you have dark vision.
Well,
Sadly.
Yeah. About time.
Shame.
I'm just so happy that any DMs out there, none of these guys have dark vision. Instead of literally everyone having dark vision. I'm so blessed. Anyway. Yes, so apart from this scene, you don't really see
Got a
too
story
much
to tell
else in
about
this room, in this environment.
Semi-unrelated, but in the campaign that everybody was originally from, Jin saved all our asses by using dancing lights. We were fighting a shadow demon. I had no idea what shadow demons did. And I was just like, okay, there's 3 of us, so I can make 4 dancing lights. That's 1 for everybody, including the demon. Have fun. And they were like little sim crystals, because that's what I decided to do. And that saved us from taking double damage.
Shadow demons.
Right
Love
on.
it.
Right on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the Pathfinder, sorry to go off on a tangent here, in the Pathfinder game, like Pathfinder 2e at least, because that's what I'm used to, shadow beings, what are just referred to as shadows, are weak to light. So if you cast light or something onto a weapon and then hit them with it, they take it like an extra 10 damage
nice.
just
Beautiful.
because the thing's light.
Glowing.
So the more you know. Anyway, yes, so here you all are.
All right. Quill will sit down, still hugging Jin, and kind of be like, "Hello," and wait for a response.
You don't initially get a response, but then you hear a familiar sound that you've just heard, which is the sounds of a beaded doorway being pushed apart. And a loud, heavy, deep voice comes from the other side of the table towards the back of this tent and says, "What are you doing here?"
Oh, spooky.
Hello, Jin's name is Jin. Jin is concentrating. Please hold 2 minutes.
No, don't worry, Jin. I am holding. We're just having a bit of a look around. We're new in town. I'm sorry. Who are you? She's squinting, trying to find like some sort of outline of anything.
you hear some real and feel some real heavy footsteps on the ground as this large, just gluttonous figure sits behind this table with the crystal bowl on it. And he says, "My name is Sorilio, the Eye of the Swamp."
Surilio, are you? Oh, I think I've seen something like this before. Are you here for the festival?
As the figure leans its face forward, and you can see that it's a Loxodon, so the elephant folk race,
Nice.
with like obsidian dark skin and big black tusks that bend their way out of his mouth. He says, "The swamp is my home."
Really? That's what you were born here. You know your way in and around every nook and cranny.
You could say that.
Or do you? Because I've heard of these people that go from party to party, and they do little. They can tell you about your future. Is that something that you do?
Yes. On a basic level of describing what it is that I can do. Yes.
That's exciting. Well, I wouldn't mind having a bit of a go. What say you? She kind of looks around, and is Zan anyway? Like, can she see Zan?
Yeah, I'm right next to you, so probably right.
Oh, okay, probably just.
It's quite dark, right? So
Yeah.
just a bit.
Yeah, you can see the bit of an outline of where each other are. They're relatively close together, yeah.
What do you reckon? Do you want to find out? It is good fun. I've had it done before. Sometimes they use cards. Sometimes they use, like little bones. It's good fun, as long as you don't take it too seriously.
Not take something seriously. I'll give it a go, sure. But you might want to let him know that he should change his board out the front. It looks like shit. It's not very inviting.
The future is always something to take seriously. Quill. And thank you for the feedback about the board.
He is good.
All right. Humor us, please.
So,
Yes.
take a seat on the other side of the table.
I can't see shit. Where the fuck am I sitting?
Follow my voice. Sit next to me.
The crystal in the middle of the table lights up a bright red, and as it does so, illuminates the room a bit more, and you can see the 3 wooden stools that are next to the table.
Ah, perfect. I'm gonna place Jin down on one of the spare stools, and I'll sit. I'll sit in the middle one, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the thing if I can, oh no, it's a stool, isn't it? It's not a chair. Damn it. I wanted to do the thing where I sit on it backwards, but I can't do that.
No, I mean you could.
Still man
It wouldn't
spread.
achieve anything.
I'm gonna man spread.
Man spread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one
Assert dominance.
one leg up and it's like one foot on the stool. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. All right. The ultimate man spread.
Both feet on the table, like on the tarot cards. Just
Very obnoxiously sitting, yes.
No. So, Cirilio, sitting there, puts both his hands on the wooden table. And as he does so, the etched rune carvings light up with this purple energy. And he says, "First, whoever would like my gift must pay me."
all right. How much?
How much do you wish to know?
Oh, how about we start with something simple like, oh, what should I have for morning breakfast tomorrow? What will I have?
He holds out his three-fingered hand, large elephant hand, out to you and says, "You must cross my palm with silver."
Oh, that's relatively easy. I think I have a silver coin in here. Just gonna rustle around in a coin purse and pull one out and do as he said.
Takes it. And as he takes the coin and puts it into his pocket, his eyes light up. Not light up like a bright light, but sort of that silvery sheen, like when a cat's eyes are in a spotlight, has that in his eyes directly in front of you, and he goes, The stew will be very tasteful, very rich.
Right.
But your cook is a terrible baker. Avoid the bread.
Right. Avoid the bread. Take the stew. All right. I'll remember that. That's good. This is good intel, Zan.
I mean, I'm not too impressed. I probably could have come up with something just as good as that.
Do you wish to know something more, Zan?
Something more impressive than what to have for breakfast, yes.
Holds out his hand. Then cross my palm with gold.
Okay. Don't usually like giving away my money, but I'll put, I don't know, 2 gold in his hand.
Alright.
Yeah.
Takes it. Puts it in his pocket. Again, this sheen appears in his eyes. The wolves are not done with you yet.
Cool. All right. Sure. Anyone come up with that? That's, yeah. Is that all you had to say?
You wish to know more?
You want more money?
Go on. She did overpay you.
That's true. Sheen flickers in his eyes again. You are not the only blood hunter on this continent. There are orders here more ancient than you can possibly imagine. And not all of them are a fan of you wolves.
Cool.
Oh, he really is very good at the whole,
Yeah, he's just guessing, Like, I could have come up with the same thing. Jin, you go.
In this concentrate. Wait. How many minutes has it been?
I'll say that you've had time to cast the spell, yeah.
Alright, well, considering it was detect magic, obviously the crystal ball would have some weird shit. But is there anything else that's
Crystal ball's not magic.
crystal ball is not magic? Okay. So what's Jin sussing?
The large Loxodon in front of you, blinding with magic. Like absolutely intensely powerful.
Hmm.
Damn.
Jin is wanting to know what is it you really are?
That is not a question of the future yet.
Huh. Hmm.
But
Is it a question? Is it a question now?
I am a Loxodon. I am born with a gift of foresight. That is what I am.
Now.
Well, ask him something about what you're going to do tomorrow, Jin, or what you should do tomorrow.
Jin is wanting to know, would it be possible for Jin to teach Cuddles how to stand on back legs and dance?
What is a cuddles?
Jin shows you. Jin's gonna yank the backpack off their back and be like, Cuddles, Cuddles, kiss, mwah! And open up the backpack, and there's little baby owlbear, just chilling.
There's this little tiny owlbear emerges.
Jin, I thought I told you to leave him at home. Why'd you bring him?
Cuddles is Jin's baby. Jin has grown very serious in parenthood. Very serious. Jin did not draw dick butt on Quill's journal. And speaking of which, by the way, I would like to at some point just randomly just draw another dick butt in Quill's journal whenever I get an opportunity. I'm gonna roll a percentile die, and that'll be whichever random page in the book it is.
Okay. All right. Cool. So,
But yeah, there's Cuddles in Jin's arms.
so the Loxodon again holds out his hand.
Jin's
You
gonna shake the
must.
hand.
No,
Oh,
you
troll.
must cross my palm with silver.
Yeah, right. Jin's gonna pay silver.
You will have to wait until Cuddles is a certain degree older. But that might come sooner than you think.
How fast do owly bears grow? Jin does not think of this when Jin stole you.
Normally,
Mwah!
normally they take a good long while. My understanding, but I don't know. Maybe he might find. I don't know. Might find a home here. He might. I don't know. Well, that's the beauty about the future is you gotta wait and find out.
Should definitely throw that thing back to the wilds or it will kill you. Just saying.
Jin will throw you into the wilds and let wilds kill you.
I'd like to see it try.
Jin would also like this. It would be very interesting.
Is that all the questions you have for me?
Well,
Wait, I have one question. One more question. And I did overpay you, so surely you like just answer this one for free. Have you heard of any fey fiends or undead in the area potentially causing some kind of trouble? Just
Ugh,
God.
Jin hates this question.
Every single person we meet.
everyone. Just the people that look like they know shit.
No, I have not heard of any fey fiends or undead causing trouble.
Why are we even here?
For the party!
Oh, fuck parties.
Don't
They're
understand
overrated.
why we can't just have a good time where we always have to go out and kill things.
That is a good time. I don't know what you're talking about.
As the three of you are having, well, as the two of you are having this argument, minor argument between the two of you, you haven't really noticed that the room is filled up with a lot more mist than it had before. And as you turn back to look over where the Loxodon was sitting, nothing's there.
Oh, he is good. Very good.
Quill, quite impressed, is going to get up and kind of nod and try and... Is it still red or is it dark again?
It's, the red light is fading and going back to sort of the dark, ominous glow that you originally saw when you first came in.
Well, she's going to look very impressed and kind of make her way, like slowly make her way back out the front of the tent.
All right.
Thoroughly taking in the, the atmosphere and getting quite pumped up. Like, yes, beautiful.
I'm gonna be really sad leaving this nice, cool tent, whatever it is. So nice.
Yeah, it's, as soon as you walk out, just humid swamp straight away.
I
Yeah.
hate it. It's gross.
Yeah. As you, or Jin, are you remaining behind, or are you following your companions out?
Jin will have a habit of kind of just sticking around to suss things out, especially considering that they've got detect magic going on right now. Anything else maybe that might be lighting up or setting up detect magic?
Surprisingly, everything else is pretty mundane. Like, there's not really a lot else in this room. There is, like, a couple of crates, which you assume maybe house the tent when it's not erected. But, apart from that, there's actually really not much else here.
Anything else maybe I might see that not necessarily detect magic?
Yeah, well, you need a light source if you wanted to have a look around a bit more.
Well, it's a good thing I have dancing lights then,
It
isn't
is a good thing you have dancing lights, yeah.
OP.
It's a good thing that that's a cantrip as well.
It is a good thing it's a cantrip, yeah.
Problem is that that's a concentration as well.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna drop detect magic and
Alright, cool. So as you snap your fingers, these lights illuminate and start slowly dancing around your head, illuminating the room a little bit more. And with this, it takes a minute for your eyes to adjust, because it's kind of like you've been sitting in a dark room and someone's come along and turned the lights on.
sunlight.
But yeah, even with the light source, having a look around, it's a fairly barren room. The one thing that's probably the most surprising is that you definitely heard the Loxodon enter through a beaded doorway, but there's no other door into this room.
Jin is not sure. Jin knows you are not Loxodon, not really. Weird ass motherfucker. Never repeat what Jin says. Jin says bad words. Okay, Cuddles? Kiss? Good, Cuddles. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna let go of the dancing lights. Just let them go out. No point keeping them when they leave.
Alright, cool. So you walk out to join your associates, and then Brutus comes up to you all with a very big smile on his face. Still with his tankard, which is definitely partly empty. Now, from what you know about Brutus, he's not a big drinker. And he comes up to you after he's finished his pint and goes, I've just been having the greatest conversation with the High Priestess, Shari, and this is Shari's daughter, Constance, was it? and then this embarrassed-looking younger lizard folk who you did spot before standing next to Shari, the High Priestess, says, yes, that is my name. My name is Constance. It's lovely to meet you all, of friends of the very loud, very friendly Brutus.
God, we were gone for like, what, half an hour? How much have you had to drink, Brutus?
Well, I finished this one, almost.
Right.
Lightweight.
Oh. God, sorry about him. He's not normally a heavy drinker. We've been traveling a lot, and he's letting down his hair.
Heavy drinker. Yes, I'm heavy. I'm drinking. That's very good.
Where'd you find that? Can you tell me where?
It's kind of like leans in to whisper to him. Like,
What did you say?
The drink. Where'd you get the drink?
I bought it with my money.
At the bar, or is the priestess just handing him out?
The bar!
I've got one too, Quill.
Oh, can I have a sip? That looks good.
No, it's all gone. It's empty. That thing was gone within the minute I got it.
You can have a sip when I'm done with mine.
All right, I'll just go get my own. Constance, right?
Yes, yes, it's fine. You don't have to apologize to your friend. But in fact, if you wouldn't mind just hanging around before you find yourself another drink. My mother is about to do her speech, and there'll be a small little performance. And it won't take too long, I promise. But we would really like as many people as possible to be here for the official ceremony.
Is she a lizard folk?
Yes.
As well? Yeah, cool.
So if you wouldn't mind holding on for another 5 minutes or so, my mother will do her speech, and it would absolutely mean the world if you could be here to witness that, but also the performance that I will give shortly after. It's not often we get to share traditional lizard folk music with the world, but the feasting in this wonderful season of midwinter, it is a perfect time to do it. So if you wouldn't mind.
Right. So you say you've got a performance on. What's that involved? Is that dancing? Do you have a crowd involvement?
No, I am not a dancer at all. My mother would always say to me when I was young, Constance, you're a great singer, but a dancer you're not. So, no, I am. Yes, I will be doing something of I believe you would call it an opera piece.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Yes, well, I'll stick around for that, I'm sure.
Wonderful. I would very appreciate it. In fact, if all of you could hang around for that, I was really appreciate it. And obviously you're free to go. And also, I think Brutus mentioned something about you needing some rooms or a place to stay.
I mean, the innkeeper fucked us over, so that would probably be pretty good, yeah.
They are terribly busy this time of year. Not only being winter, but also the feasting. It's a lot that they sell out very quickly. But look,
You called them sellouts.
Yes, I did. Yes. But my family is a state. We are one of the founding clans of Redwater, so we have quite a large estate in the north side of town. So I'm sure that if you stick around and you make nice with my mother and prove that you are willing and capable people, I'm sure that she will more than happy provide you with a room or two.
Oh, that sounds reasonable. Yeah, we can do that. We're pretty seasoned, seasoned people that are willing to give a hand.
Lovely. Well, yes. Well, please just stay where you are. I better go get on the stage because my mother will be starting soon. But yes, stick around, and after after the official parts are all over and done with, then we will. I will introduce you properly to my mother, and we can look at those rooms. Yes.
Yeah.
As soon as this chick is out of line of sight of Jin, or like rather the group, Jin's kind of gonna like sidestep again, look around for a spot that could be like a possible high ground, like a tree. It'll be good to be able to like see everything and pervade like the whole area, and try to skitter on up that.
Find a good perch. The tree? Yeah,
yeah,
right.
Find a good perch.
All right. So there is a large. So as Constance sort of says, sort of bows and walks off. There's already quite a large crowd that are surrounding the stage that Shari and her were standing in front of before. Now that is pretty good for you there, Jin, because as more people are moving towards the stage, more of the surrounding area is a bit more visible, and you can see there is sort of like a low-hanging swamp tree, so it's not fully vertical up, it's sort of diagonally bending over the festival grounds you're on at the moment, and it would take a bit of effort, but you can probably get up there and have a fairly good view of what's going on.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, I'll get you to roll an acrobatics check for me.
Okay, I'm good at that.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
oh,
That's not good.
the fuck you dice has fucked me.
Oh,
Oh,
I should also point out one thing. Every session will start with 1 point of inspiration to re-roll a dice of a d20.
Fuck yeah, I'm doing it.
A d20 of your choice. So if you'd like to use that now, you can use your point of inspiration.
Oh, it's been fucking used. It has been fucking used. I got fuck on the fuck you dice. That's not good. That's a nat fail.
Oh.
Bro, I got a yeet.
Right.
That's a natural 20 plus 6.
Wow, so you turned a natural no into a natural yeet. Yeah, wicked.
Indeed.
Cool. So, yeah, you, without any effort by the look of things, just sort of bend and twist and spin and twirl your way up the tree, and before you know it, you're sort of hanging by the knees, upside down, looking over your friends in the surrounding area.
Jin's got like cuddles and like that little protective kind of like, you know how mummies kind of have their like hands over the chest and that cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like over cuddles, just keeping cuddles nice and like secure.
Like an arm papoose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Nice.
Lovely. Sweet. So, as you do that, are the rest of you just sort of hanging where you are, or are you making your way further to the front, or what would you guys like to do?
As Constance is leaving, I think Quill would say, "Oh, by the way, dear, just as a parting piece of I don't know. You seem kind of nervous. Is that you unsure about your performance?"
Oh, I have a little bit of embarrassment saying that. Yes, I am very nervous.
Oh, well, don't be. I'm sure you're wonderful. I mean, you're right. I haven't heard you before, but, anyone who's puts in as much dedication and passion as I'm sure you've done for this is, you're bound to do fantastically, I'm sure. And don't worry about what anyone else says. Just go out there and have fun.
Roll a persuasion check for me, please, Quill.
Persuasion?
Persuasion?
Ooh.
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 I'm good at persuasion.
Ooh.
Should I re-roll that? It was a 10.
Oh.
I'm gonna re-roll it. Try again.
Can I assist before you do that? Or no?
Does Zan normally assist with being polite and persuasive with people?
No, but I was gonna be like, you got this.
Okay.
Be a real person. Come on, you got this.
All right. Yeah. Cool. So you, Zan, you can roll persuasion as well.
Yeah. So
Just
an
Bakugo
aggressive,
kind of.
an aggressive persuasion, not a nice one.
Bakugo.
Yeah.
Like, don't be a fucking pussy. Like, you got this.
All right, cool. What I'll do is I'll let you roll a persuasion check, but if your strength modifier is higher, I'll let you use your strength modifier instead of your persuasion check for this kind of roll.
It is. I have a +0 for persuasion. So
Cool.
should I go strength?
Yeah, so you can use your
Sorry.
+3 from strength instead of your +0 if you'd like.
So 16 in total then.
16. So that is enough to assist. So, Rose, you can roll with advantage for Quill.
Nice. All right. Should I go with the? I've been using the. Yeah, I'll use that again, just for consistency's sake. We use the D&D Beyond dice. Oh, it's even worse. So it's a 10. Wait, 11.
11?
Yeah.
She goes, thank you. I'm not sure I believe in myself that much, but thank you all the same. It's really, I appreciate it.
All right. Just try and remember that when you're up, and if anyone tries to tear you down, just tell them Quill will come and beat him up for you.
Okay.
If anyone boos, I'll happily slit their throat. Like, I'll have no hesitation for that.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that's very kind of you to say. I don't think that would be necessary, though. And she sort of twirls her one of her tendrils behind her ears and says, "Excuse me," and she hurries on over towards the stage.
I'll follow at a reasonable distance, not like tailing her, but just I guess it's kind of in this direction.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So you find yourself now, you, Zane, and Brutus are on the outside of what is a very overcrowded group of people surrounding the stage, and as the crowd starts to sort of die down a little bit, and as the High Priestess Shari makes her way on stage, and the musicians that have been playing various instruments all come to a stop, and Shari walks up to this podium, and she says, "Well, thank you all for attending this gathering. It always warms my heart to see travelers from far and exotic locations, from all different walks of life, attend this festival. The feasting holds a very special place in the heart of my people. As most of you should know, bringing your gifts from far and wide to help boost the power of our gods to help us rebuild that which we have lost. My clan were among the original founders of Redwater, and I believe strongly in the ideals they influenced my clansmen with. The only thing we can truly use to rebuild the kingdom is the power of our gods. Now, we must also, every one of us here on the east side of Jorah, we must put aside our differences to try to repair the damage that has been done between the various races. We must forgive those who raised swords against us and admit that we were not free of fault. My kind wanted the war just as much as the Storven did. There are few that still think we should be seeking our revenge upon the now main inhabitants of Jorah. But those few have been exiled from our waters. But alas, let us not dwell on the past today. We are here to celebrate the current and the future. We welcome all of you as honored guests tonight. Let us drink to the good health of Redwater, and may we continue to prosper and implement the teachings of our gods and forefathers and everything that we do. Water to mud, life from earth, grant us good road, fruit of water, and peace of anima. Now my daughter Constance will take honor in performing a traditional lizard folk song. I would ask that we would all stand in silence while she performs. And as that happens, this sorrowful melody starts playing from some of the musicians surrounding you all, as Constance delivers this deep, emotional, moving performance. This performance that comes straight from the heart, and you can see the crowd around you, the lizard folk especially, getting quite emotional with what's going on. The rest of the crowd sort of very invested, and it's an absolutely captivating performance that's just performing. And after about 4 minutes of this operatic song, the crowd just erupts in applause. And Constance gives a little bow, a little awkward, shy wave, catches all three of your eyes from across the crowd and gives a little thumbs up. And then
Quill just yells, "Yes! Go, Constance! Go!" like really pumping it up.
Jin's just kind of swinging back and forth, like holding on to Cuddles. I'm fairly sure that Cuddles is used to all of Jin's random, like, erratic movements, but just swinging back and forth and going, "Oh, yes!"
All right. So after she gives the performance, she sort of walks awkwardly over back to the back of the stage, and a few more of the nobles from Redwater give a little bit of a speech before it comes back over to Shari, the high priestess, and she says, "Well, thank you, all of you, for coming again, and for those who brought gifts to offer to our long since forgotten gods. We'd really appreciate it. And let's hear it for Constance again. Absolutely brilliant performance. I'm so proud of her. Constance, would you like to say a few words? Constance?" And a hush falls over the crowd as Shari turns around, and you can see Constance standing at the back of the stage with a jagged blade sticking out from her chest.
Mm.
And then the blade quickly sucked out of her as her limp body falls to the stage. This dark red ichor pouring out from her wound up to the blade of this cloaked figure. And the head of this figure is a deer skull mask with large spiked antlers. And it slowly lifts its head up, and you can see these tiny green piercing lights looking out over the crowd. Shari and the other lizard folk on stage in complete shock, unsure of what to make of this, before all of a sudden, in a flash, the figure disappears in a cloud of smoke. And you can see them reappear about 60 feet away from the stage, bolting into the swamp.
Shit. Is this anywhere near Jin? Like where Jin's situated at this stage?
Jin and the rest of you are roughly about 200 feet away.
Fuck.
Oh,
So, is it like running towards where Jin was, sort of, or like complete opposite direction?
Running in the opposite direction, like running dead into the swamps themselves. And you can see Shari, who has fallen to the stage, erupt in this wail of sadness. And she shouts out, 20,000 gold for the person who brings me that head.
I'm interested.
Jin
I'm
from the moment that what's her face, Constance was stabbed, was immediately chucking Cuddles into the bag for safety and attempting to right themselves up. Find a safe way to drop on down and skedaddle on over to the team.
Alright. Cool. So with that, I'll say with the nat 20 that you got before, you're able to effortlessly just like backflip down onto the ground and land pretty much directly back near your team without taking any damage. And Brutus is sort of standing there like, I chose the wrong time to get a pint. He draws out his warhammer and his shield. He's like, I'm assuming we're doing something about this.
Brutus, move fast! Go, 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 go!
All right.
Hey, let's go.
You're just going like kind of sprinting past and it is just fucking powering. Let's go.
All right. Cool. So as you all three of you and Brutus start bolting into the woods, Brutus turns and you can see that a couple of the guardsmen who are around the back of the stage have also been injured, not in such a terrible way that Constance just was, but he's like, I need to stay here and help. You three go on, I'll catch up with you.
Right, sounds good. Come on. Everyone else, go on.
I'm at the front. I am out of here. Yeah.
Cool.
Jin's fucking
Alright.
just
Roadrunner.
powerhousing it. Absolutely.
Alright, cool. You can see that there's this thuggish, tattooed type human mercenary looking guy that's also running in the direction as well, looks to be on your side, as well as this dark elf drow woman who's also running in the same direction. They look like they're other random adventurers from the party who look like they're heading in the same direction to try and track down whoever it is that's done this. As you guys are bolting and jumping over and through the swamp and getting bogged down, I'm going to need each of you to roll a survival check to see how well you can maneuver this swampland.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not terrible. That's a 16 plus 0. Okay, 16.
16? Cool.
Flat 16, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I got a 5. I'm gonna stop using the D&D
5.
dice.
I got a 9, so.
Okay.
I get debated by those dice, honestly.
All right.
God dang it.
Every time.
Just baited by dice in general.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, continue.
Alright,
I
cool.
am not good.
So yeah, Quill, you're getting a bit stuck behind. You're still keeping pace, and you're not losing track of anyone. The other random adventurers you haven't met yet are still running full bore, and they're doing quite well. Zan, although you're not used to maneuvering around the swamp, your pure athletic prowess is allowing you to sort of quite easily bound through the swamp, and is not weighing you down too much. And then Jin, you were just an expert at maneuvering unknown situations, so you're just bouncing and bounding back and forth around these bushes and the occasional swamp cow that appears out of nowhere, and you manage to keep good pace with this guy. After about a minute worth of running and chasing, all of a sudden this figure in the cloak with the mask stops, and Jin, you're the only one that can really see this at this stage, and the other two you're a little bit caught behind. He raises up his arm, and as he does so, you can see that his hand is like a bright blue color, like the color of ice. And as he holds up his hand, you can see that he mutters an incantation underneath his mask. And these waves of energy pour out and form a sigil on the ground as you see this large, hairy, white hand poke its way out of the sigil and start lifting its way through as if it was pushing itself through an opening.
How far away is Jen right now?
Jin is, I will be able to tell you.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, shit's happening, boys.
Whoa.
The roll 20's changing. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
So, Jin, you are currently situated behind a piece of wall from one of these old collapsed buildings from the old lizard folk empire that has long since sunk into the swamp. So you're standing behind one of these ruined walls. If you'd like to try and move and peek out, you can do that to see if you can get a bit more information.
Yeah, sure. I can't really see much, obviously, because it's blackened at this stage. But if there is a space for me to, I must say, if there's a spot for me to maybe have maybe half cover.
Yeah, you can poke. I'll put you around about here.
Alrighty.
All right. And you should be able to see on the far right hand side of the map. So you are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, about 60 feet away from this thing, which is an unknown creature to you.
That one.
Yes, that big thing.
I was referencing this guy, but that's also spooky.
No, that guy's your thuggish mercenary folk who's accompanied you to this site. Yeah, so that's that guy in front of you.
So he's the guy we're with.
Yeah,
I see.
And then here is the drow mage, who's also with you. And yes, this big creature you can see on the far right of the screen is what has emerged out of the strange sigil portal that this cloaked figure has created. And you can see.
So it's fully out.
Yeah, it's fully out now. It's pushed itself out, this large, hairy, white figure with these curled, gnarled ram horns and this ape-like face. And he, the man in the deer skull mask, is just bolting after he summoned this.
Okay. That is what I was trying to prevent from happening here, and that is I was trailing him far too far back there, evidently.
And with that, we are also going to roll some initiative.
Indeed. I was hoping that I'd be able to get a shot off and try and slow things down, but oh well. Yeah. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. That's another natural 20.
Oh wow, okay. All right. Okay. So Jin with the nat 20s.
Yeah, that's a nat 20 plus 3.
That dice might want to
It's a yeet dice, my dude.
Yeah.
Use the yeet dice I gave you.
Yeah. I do have that in my dice drawer actually.
Yeah, use that.
Use it.
I'm using the digital dice.
Use the yeet dice.
I'm using real dice.
I went
Digital
all
dice
the
are
way over to
listening.
Queensland just to go see you and give you the dice and then fuck back off again.
How dare you?
And now you're in lockdown. Get fucked.
I blame you now. This is your fault.
Salty.
Yeah. Is the Roll20 supposed to be a black screen? Just
It would be
on my
mainly.
side.
Is it entirely black for you?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah?
It
Alright,
might
hold on.
just be. Because I can see it on the screen, but I can't
Wait, hold
myself see it.
Wait a second. Kelly, wait, please.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Kelly, so impatient.
God. You know why that would be? It's because that I didn't actually put Zan's token into your name.
Ah,
So that would be why that has happened.
I see.
No. Damn it. I didn't want to do that. No, I'll fix that later. And Zan can control, save changes. Now can you see stuff?
Oh, I can see me in. Oh, yes. I
Yes,
can.
there we go.
Nice. Thank
All right.
you.
Cool.
All right,
Lovely.
All right.
We got there.
All right. Yes. Cool.
All right, so we got Jin with a nat 20.
Plus 3.
Plus 3, yeah, cool. Quill?
I got a dirty 20.
A Cthulian
Nice.
20. All right.
Nice.
And Zan,
14.
14. All right.
A modest 14.
A modest 14. Yeah. All right, lovely. Well, surprisingly, Jin is first in the initiative.
Wow. Fuck,
Wow.
What am I going to do with myself then? I didn't even think about that. You know,
Yeah.
everybody else have people to do, like stuff to see. So just to confirm that drow is in fact the one that we are trying to summon the boy, right?
The drow that's next to you.
Yep.
That's a goodie. That's a good
Oh,
guy.
okay.
Yeah.
So we can't see the guy with the stag head.
The guy with the stag head, he is run and is still running. After he summoned this creature, he has continued running east from the map. Where it is
Okay,
running.
so he is out of the picture at this stage.
Yeah,
effectively.
he is moving unnaturally fast, let's say.
Alrighty, fair enough. Jin has no fucking clue what that thing is. And Jin would likely say as much. Jin has no clue what the fuck you are. Look like asshole though. Right now I do not have my what's it called? I do not have my bow out. I have my rapier.
For those watching in at home, here's a quick little sneak peek at what they're fighting. Players don't go on the Twitch chat and check.
Oh, psst.
Feels bad, man.
Damn. I had to close that window.
Alright.
Alrighty. What Jin is going to do here.
Mhm.
No, I'll save that for later. Jin will cast magic missile. Let's just go with a nice old magic missile. We'll start
Nice
with that.
little magic missile, yes.
Yeah.
No, and the creature does not have a way of preventing that. So the magic missile will hit. You're casting at first level.
That is the only level I can cast it at, sadly. So yes, I will be.
Wunderbar. So yes, so that will be 3d4 plus 3 damage from memory.
Correct. Yep. Fuck that! My D4 just tried to leave the table.
Lol.
It attacked me with its person. So that's the first one was a 3.
3. Yep.
So that's a 3 plus 1, so
Mhm.
4.
Uh-huh.
Plus a 2 plus 1, so that's a 3. That's 7 in total.
Yep.
And that was a 1. A 1 plus 1, so that's a 2, totaling to 9 damage. Not much, but
damage. Yeah. Hey, better than none
Good
damage.
degree.
So
this is very true.
just like 2 camera is better than none camera. So yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Listen, dude, I told you,
Oh.
I bought the one that you told me with that question.
Yep.
With my family alone. Give me back my
All
kids,
of the
please.
assassins.
All right, cool. So yes, that certainly does take him down a peg.
I'll take that.
All right, cool. And he doesn't seem in any way resistant to the damage. The force damage is these missiles hit him, and it's like.
Alrighty, sure thing. As far as free actions go, would trying to. Oh no, that would be more of an action, wouldn't it? Trying to suss this boy out a bit more.
Yes, that would be an action to try and analyze this creature or identify the creature. And
Let me
yes, that would
let
be
me
an
see what
action.
else I've maybe got here. Actually, I do have a bonus action. I will use my bonus action to hide. I feel like, so I'm gonna maybe
Alright.
just go back around that corner so that I can't be seen. And I'm still trying to keep an eye on things and suss things out, but from a safe. Okay, I've bopped it. Now I'm out of here.
All right, cool. So you should be able to move your character sheet with character token on roll 20.
It'd be
So-
there-ish.
Yep. So you can move yourself
Yeah.
back there. Yep.
Is that? Would you
Oh.
say I'm hiding there, or?
Yes. So you're still behind. I would say improved cover or 3/4 cover behind that little square. So you've got a bit of an eye on things, but you are getting a bit of a bonus to your armor class by being there as well. So
I'll pop on the ninja mask because I'm hiding.
okay, ninja. All right, cool. Next is Quill with her Cthulian 20.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm going to. I'm going to use my move action to move as far as I can towards it. So I'm guessing I can't really see it at the moment, but I'm guessing once I get over that wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what is that? It's like 10 feet, so I can do that. Whoop. Oh yeah, so I'm kind of going to hop over that and go as far as I can forward towards it, which would be 10. Yeah, about there. Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to move there because I can see it better.
Yep.
And then can I suss it? Try and figure out if I recognize where it's from, or if it's like wounded in any way, some sort of weak area.
You sure can. I will get you to roll a. This will be an Arcana check,
Ooh, Arcana. Right.
or Nature if you've got a high. Yeah, I'll say Nature or Arcana for this one.
Okay. All right. I'll go Arcana. I'm better at that. Whoop. That's a 12.
A 12.
A 12.
12 is not enough to identify anything about this creature. Yeah. So this is something you've never encountered, never seen before. It looks big and scary. That's
Yes.
about as much you can discern.
Figure out if. Yeah. Okay. And I think that's it in terms of like I can't. Can I get my shield out
Drawing a shield is actually an action.
in action? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
unfortunately. Yes.
That's so good. I think I will just stand there and keep an eye on it
All right.
for now.
Lovely. Okay. So, next in the initiative is Zan with a 14.
Cool. So just to confirm, these two are friendlies. These,
Those are friendly boys, yeah.
as far as I'm aware. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they could not be. But
Yeah.
anyways. Okay. All right. And this is a wall in my way. Like, I can't see past that. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose I will use my movement to move into view towards the very loud, angry boy.
Yep.
So
So you can hear it coming from a this way direction.
Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I just mentally was just immediately like when Kel was just like, I see a wall there, just oh yeah, that one vine
the
crash on through.
Kool-Aid boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Kool-Aid man, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. I can't move very far. I've only got 30 feet, so like I don't remember. So it's like 5, 10, 20,
I think you've moved 15 feet so far.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
30? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's certainly
Alright. All right, I'm still quite far away. Cool. So I'm gonna see this big, angry-looking boy and be like, "Wow, okay, ready to."
Angry.
And I'm going to take my katana if I can,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
do a nice slice all across the shoulder,
Mhm.
and imbue it with my crimson right.
Mhm.
So I have to take 1d6 damage for that. So
Yep.
I'll do that. Take 3 damage.
3 damage.
Yep. And then now I've got cold right damage on my sword, and I'm going to, I guess, can I use my action, because that's my bonus action, to move closer, like double movement, or not really?
Yes, yeah. So you can use your action to move closer if you like. So you can move up to your speed again.
Yeah, cool. So I'll do that. So, hey Zan. Sorry. Hey, cool. Sorry. I'm Zan. That's wrong. Like, can I count? Is that right? Or am I did I just go over a wall there?
You did go over a wall technically, so yeah, that's where you would be. Yeah.
All right, cool.
All
All right, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm like growling back at the thing so it knows that I'm there.
All right, knows you mean business. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Then next in the initiative, will be your allies in this fight. So you can see this mercenary-looking, bearded, bandanaed man sort of not look too scared at all. And he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Up to there.
Right. I'm counting fives.
Yeah. And then, and it's one of the superpowers that I have. And then he's going to go 5, 10 again to get right up in this thing's grill. Then your magi friend is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there and is going to attempt to cast a firebolt, which she will succeed at. And because she is a 5th level spellcaster, she adds 2 dice to the damage and deals 6 points of fire damage as this motor fire just crashes against the side of this creature. There we go. Cool. Lovely. Then it's its turn. So this creature looks down at... looks over towards the mercenary in front of it, as well as the mage, which I believe is in range. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And opens out its mouth and lets out a small blizzard of cold air. As the mercenary dives out of the way, taking no damage with a natural 20 on his saving throw.
Wow.
And
nice.
then the mage, unfortunately, taking the brunt of it, to suffer... quite a lot of cold damage.
Quite a lot.
No, not the squishy mage.
I'm gonna say the squishy mage finna get got.
Thank you, fighter. It's fine.
As you can see, there's this crystalline ice has started forming over her skin, and she's like instantly starting to shake uncontrollably from the chill. And that is its turn.
Don't like the look of that.
Alright, so then we're returning back to Jin with the natural 20.
Indeed. Just trying to suss the distance there and some of that. Alright, so Jin's gonna unhide. Stop peeking like that. And bring themselves back into line of sight. Okay, yeah. Jin now sees that this guy is a bit of an idiot and is just like, oh no. Jin does not know if you are good or not. Okay, Jin will help. And is going to cast Silent Image.
Oh yeah?
And create the image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon. Would it be possible to make an illusion of Jin?
Yeah, because you are technically a creature, so yeah.
Alrighty dokie then. Yeah, so Jin's just gonna cast Silent Image then and create like a Jin in some kind of basic looking armor and stuff like that. The range is 60 feet, so all the best here. Okay, Jin will actually take a few steps forward first. We go about here, maybe?
Yep.
And try and plop it around there-ish, like further on out.
Alright, cool.
So this is fake Jin around
So
there.
fake Jin is over there. Yeah, cool.
Let me see if is that legal? Yeah, it's legal. Cool.
Yeah, sweet, cool. So, Quill and Zan, you can observe as this fake image of Jin comes up, like, meh, pose right behind the, right behind this large creature in front of you all.
It's not the first time I've seen that happen before.
Yeah, it's a stock standard Jin move.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yes, in doing that, you are no longer hidden from the creature.
That is correct.
Cool. Any bonus action you would like to take?
It's really only so much that can be done here.
Can you take the dodge action as a bonus action?
I certainly believe that I can. Let me just double check there.
Check that.
I can dash, disengage, or hide as a cunning action.
Okay.
Dodge is a reaction, I believe.
Okay. Well, you could dash if you want to get back to a safe spot.
Which is certainly what I was believing would be wise there. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
And Jin's gonna dash on over here and be like, "Hi, Quill. Oh, you're here. Jin thought you were still running. Okay, hello. Hello."
Oh, I got a bit distracted. You know, there was a lot going on, but I'm here now. Don't worry. We're all together. We'll be fine.
Jin is not worried. Is Quill worried?
I'm a little bit worried about the giant ice-breathing monster in front of us. Yes.
Oh, right.
All right, Quill, you're up with your Cthulhian 20.
Cthulhian 20.
Cthulhian 20.
Yeah. Well, I'll get my shield off my back, and I'll get the. I've brought a. Can I say that I've brought my longsword with me?
Yeah, I'm assuming you'd have it on you. Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get those out. She's trying to think of her plan, and I'm just gonna be like, all right, since we're all together, I'll try and give us a bit of a boost, you know, yeah, just to make sure that we're okay. And I'm gonna cast Bless,
All right.
first level.
Sweet. Yep.
So that will give both. I'm giving it to Zan and Jin, and I
Yep.
don't think the others are within my 30-foot range of that. So
No, they are not.
yes. Wait, let me read this. Bless up to 3. So the base level is I can bless up to 3 creatures, right? I don't have to cast that at second. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
So it can be all three of you. Yeah.
Nice. All right, yeah. So you guys add a D4 to your attacks and saving throws, essentially.
Woo! Nice.
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 And I am thinking about running towards it. Yeah, might as well.
All right.
So I'll use my move action to just be like, yeah.
Now you do have there is a bit of a crumbled wall in front of you, so that is difficult terrain if you want to move through it.
Okay. All right. So that takes like 5 off my speed.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
If you're moving
all right.
in a straight line, yeah.
20. So it's about there? Question mark? Or
Yep.
one back?
No,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna stand there, shield out.
All right.
Yeah. Kind of keep an eye on it.
Good stuff. Zan.
Yes. I would like to keep getting closer to this big boy. I
Yep.
don't know if I can quite get there though. No, I can't. Not quite. Which is a shame. But that's okay. Because I'll get as close as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if I can, I'd like to use my bonus action to wolf out a wolf.
Oh.
Yeah, because I
Wolf
don't know.
out.
Because I'm feeling like I need to outbeast this big beastie. So
All right. So with a vicious, you take
Yeah.
on this wolf form. Yeah.
yeah, bit of a
Alright.
snoot. Yeah. All right.
Snoot. Cute.
All
Yeah.
right.
No, don't.
Lovely.
No cute.
No cute snoot.
Not cute for Zan.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. Cool. Awesome. And then it'll be your allies' turn. So your bro's gonna stand up, who's right in front of it. He's gonna take a swing, and he will hit the beastie in front of you with his sword. Oh, to deal a sweet amount of max damage for his sword. Yep. Cool. Ah, damn it, I forgot to do the thing. Price end. Cool. Then he is going to make another attack. And he's going to miss that second one. Then your magey friend is going to take a few steps back, not quite liking the amount of damage that she just took. And then is going to throw another fire bolt at this beastie, and she will land herself a natural 20, so she will double the dice with her attack.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay, and she does very decent damage to it as well. Alrighty. As you can see, this thing, as the fire strikes into it this time, you can see it looks a little bit scared of the fire that's erupted from its chest. And then it is its turn, and reeling back from the fire, it's not quite on target as it would normally be, but it is going to strike out at the guy who just hit it with a long sword. And is going to miss his target, and this heavy white fist just plummets into the ground next to this mercenary, and then it takes a step back and then comes down with its second fist, and that time is going to hit your mercenary friend to deal... Ooh. And...
Uh-oh.
Ooh, okay.
Uh-oh.
To deal quite a large amount of damage to him as well. As you can see, it sort of takes a step back, and you can see that there's actually frost that's building out of the wound that he's just taken. And he's going to make himself a Constitution saving throw and fail.
Oof.
And you can see that this cold spreads further and further around his body and entombs him in ice. And he will take another large amount of damage as he appears to be, frozen in place. And that is the creature's turn. It's back to Jin.
Okay. I'm just that's what I think I would like to do here. Okay.
Upon seeing that, while Frankie's thinking, I'm gonna Quill will say, "Try not to get punched in the face, Zan."
Probably not even listening. I'm just like, ah.
But that's my favorite.
Just trying to be
Favorite place to be punched.
yeah. Where else would you rather be punched in the face?
Alrighty. So, Jin, having seen the fire attack there, probably would have been just like, "Hey, Quill Dick!
Yes.
Do the fire thing!
The fire thing.
The fire thing! Do it!"
Wait. Is that the plan where you make it turn around and I blow fire up his arse?
Yeah!
Alright. That plan. Let's go.
So, hang on. So the silent image. Let me just suss the.
Suss that out.
Yeah. I can. If you create an image of a creature and move it, you can alter the image so it appears to be walking. Yeah, okay, so cool. I can't move it. Awesome. How far am I now? I'm sort of in a shit spot. Alright. Jin's gonna move forward to be about here.
Yeah.
That's within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to move. I'm guessing it's the action there, considering it's a. Doesn't say.
If it doesn't specifically specify as an action to control it, you can just control it as long as you have concentration on the spell.
Okay, fair enough then. Yep. So I'll just scooch it around to. I can't move it. That's okay. I'd probably just scooch to be around there.
Yep.
Like behind it as well as I can see it.
Yep.
And as another action. Am I in range for that one? Just want to see if that's a thing I can do. Oh, I'm so close.
You still have movement left, I believe.
I do.
Yeah.
It's so scuffed. All right, I'm moving to 30, and I'm gonna do a dumb. I'm gonna do a massive dumb, but let's see if it works.
Okay.
They're the best kind.
That's the best kinds of things.
No,
Yeah.
That's kind.
Mm.
I can't do that dumb. That dumb won't work. All right, let's see if this works. The what's it called? The silent image is going to move and look like it is trying to touch this big old Yeti boy.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to cast Mage Hand and try and ruffle its fur.
Okay.
See if I can get its attention. And get it to turn around.
Okay. All right.
Like annoying poking
Yeah.
and ruffling with the fur and stuff, and see if that that maybe.
All right. Cool. So you cast out the Mage Hand, and you can see that from where about your silent image is like dances around a little bit. The Mage Hand goes just like ruffles
like
the
just
fur a little bit.
trying to like touch it like someone patting something. Is that maybe something I could try and do with it?
Yeah, for sure. And this Yeti definitely feels it. He's like, and then turns around and looks at the silent image.
Okay, cool. Because I'm just trying to, I'm trying to like, it's a silent image, so it can't interact with it, but I can Mage Hand. So if I do both at the same time, maybe like it thinks this is another person.
Provided that Mage Hand isn't also concentration.
It is not.
Cool. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah. So you've essentially...
What a cantrip.
Yeah. And you've essentially done the help action, so giving others advantage, or potentially, if I'm cluing on to what the plan is, potentially giving the creature a disadvantage on a potential saving throw I might need to make, if it's looking the other way.
I mean, it's really, I'm not gonna lie, it's really just me trying to help mitigate damage on boys, but it's okay.
Cool. Well, that works as well.
Maybe they'll try and attack the illusion like a fucking idiot.
All right, cool. And then Quill, it's your turn.
Yes.
Jeez.
All right. Well,
Okay.
seeing that Quill has followed instructions for once in their life, I'm going to move to the other side of Frozen Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Quill will congratulate Jen and just be like, "Oh, yes, perfect!" And she's going to move over here. And try use the breath weapon.
Yes.
Fire damage.
And then is that a dexterity saving throw?
That
I believe
is.
it is.
Yes. And I will say that because, yes, Jin helped, that it will have disadvantage on this save.
Ooh.
Ooh, I don't think that's going to pass. He got a 7.
No! Perfect! Fire up the arse, it is! That is a... it's a 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire damage. All right, cool. So, as you exhale this fire out. You can see the Yeti's like really does not like the fire at all.
Nice.
All right, cool. And that is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Zahn.
Finally, can I slice a bitch? That's all I want.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can walk up, and in fact, if you walk on the bottom side of where he is, you'll get flanking as well.
Oh, I'm all about going the bottom way, so let's do it.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, hey.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So I would like to make an attack with my katana if I can.
Yes. I'll allow it. Yeah.
You allow it? Okay.
With advantage.
Just this once.
With advantage.
Yeah, just this once, though.
Okay, the second one was a 1, so we won't go for that one. So that would be a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Hell yeah. Alright. And just to confirm, I am two-handing my sword.
Yep.
So, yep, cool. So I'm going to roll for that.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 8 plus 3, so 11 damage, plus
11 damage, yep.
my Crimson Right damage.
Mhm.
Let me just roll that as well. 1d4. So that is 3 cold damage. As well, on top of that.
Unfortunately, it appears like the cold damage has no effect on this creature.
I almost could have guessed that. Damn it. That's fine. I cut myself for nothing. That's alright. Cool.
Meaningless self-flagellation.
And if I can, I'd like to take extra attack. Attack again.
You may.
Cool. Is that advantage as well still, or is it just the first roll? It is?
Sure is.
Hell yeah. That's a 16 to hit again.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That still hits.
I rolled 10, so that's 13 damage. And I'm just not going to roll the crimson damage because
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything.
So is that
It's
that was 10, sorry?
10, that's 10 slashing, yeah.
10 slashing? Yeah, cool. All right. Lovely. This thing's looking bloody.
Good. That's how I like it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool, and that's your turn?
That's my turn.
Alrighty. So then next it'll be your friendos. So mercenary friendo's going to swing out with his sword as well, and he's going to miss. And he's going to try again, and he's going to hit. And then he does a little bit of damage as he nicks into the shin of this creature. And then your magey friend is going to have a red hot go as well.
You're hearing that as mangy friend. And I'm
Mangy,
like, oh,
your mangy friend is going to have a go.
Yeah.
I haven't had a bath in a while.
She hits. And she hits him with another good bit of firebolt damage. So,
Nice.
let me. Boop. Cool. All right. Lovely. Then look. I'm not gonna lie. He's bloody. He's a little bit on fire. He's scared, but he's looking real mad. So first thing he's going to do is use one of his attacks to turn around and punch the silent image, which you can all feel a sudden shift in the land as it just full force punches the ground. And then I believe it needs to make an intelligence saving throw to see if the silent image is real. From memory?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Frankie?
Help me out, Jen. Help me out.
Having like 3 seconds of like brain cell loss over here. What was that? Sorry.
I was asking your neurons to fire to answer the question. To answer the question of that this creature has just punched the silent image, and obviously has seen that his fist has gone straight through it. Does he now need to make an intelligence saving throw to see if he recognizes that the image is an illusion?
'Tis indeed an intelligence, specifically investigation, against the spell DC, which is 13.
13.
Yes.
We got a 9.
Yes.
So he's going to punch it again.
Understandable. It does say if the creature discerns the illusion for what it is, the creature can see through the image. So it's kind of a case of it needs to clue on to what's happening.
Yeah.
If it clues on, then yeah.
Yeah. Well, this thing's pretty stupid. So it's punched once. It's noticed that something's not right. It's punched a second time, and he's like, "Okay, all right, I get it." And then
I gotta punch harder this time.
I've got to punch
right?
harder next time. Yeah. No, he's gonna now, seeing that has messed up, look over to the real image of you, and he's very angry.
Hello, Jin's name is Jin.
So he's gonna step
Jin is
over.
fucked up.
He's gonna step over the mercenary and Quill, and step away from Zan, so provoking attacks of opportunity from all
yes,
three of
Sentinel.
you.
Nice. Sentinel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Zan has Sentinel, hey.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Please, thank you, please, thank you, please, thank you, please, thank you, please,
So
thank you.
your mate, he does not hit, unfortunately. But
All right.
Quill and Zan make your attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
Please, thank you, please, thank you, please, thank you.
It's still
Sentinel the fuck out of him.
flanking, or no? It's not, is it? Like
It's
attack opportunity,
not-
isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No flanking on attacks of opportunity. Yeah.
It's pretty good though. To 21.
21. Oh. Now does Sentinel stop him in his tracks as well?
It
Is that right?
does.
right?
It does.
If I can use my reaction to make a melee. Where does it say?
Should be under features and traits if it's a
When a
feature.
creature with you. Where does it say it like stops? It stops them in the tracks or something like
It'll
that.
say it underneath
Oh yeah,
the
when you hit
Sentinel.
it, when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature speed becomes 0 for the rest of the time.
Yes.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So 21 does hit, so he doesn't move.
All right, and I roll damage.
Roll
as well.
damage. Roll damage, son!
Sentinel OP. Okay, that's 8
Yeah.
damage slashing.
8 damage of the slashing persuasion.
Yes.
Very nice.
So that entire experience was this thing starts trying to like step on over, and Zan's just like, "Fuck nah, bitch."
Can I grab it by its fur and then like slash it? Like
Yeah, so
stop.
it goes to lift up its leg, and then as it does, you sort of grab it by its fur and just lacerate the back of its Achilles tendon as it's trying to
Oh,
take
groove.
a
Yeah.
step. Yeah,
So
yeah.
Jin's just gone from yeah.
Get him! Get him!
And Quill, what was your attack of opportunity?
Well, I got a sweet. What is that? I think it's 10.
10.
Yeah.
10's not going to do it. Sorry,
No,
buddy.
didn't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. All
Good
right,
luck,
and
Jack.
that is the end of its turn. But it looks like its breath weapon has recharged.
Oh no.
So, Jin, you're up.
Jin is in fact up, and Jin has realized that Jin is in some deep shit at this stage. So gonna let go of that concentration spell because it's absolutely useless now. Based on the fact that this guy's looking at Jin now.
All right, I'll get rid of that token there.
Alrighty. Let's see how. Ooh. I can use movement, then bonus action, dash, and then use action, can't I?
Movement, bonus action, dash, then action. Yep.
Alrighty. So first move will be effectively to Zan there.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna like kind of follow along here to get around to this point.
Yep.
And Jin's gonna start shanking.
All right.
So
Roll.
with a yell of shank, Jin's gonna give it a go. Why the hell?
All
not?
right. Roll with advantage.
Oh, thank you kindly. Oh, first one was a 4. Yucky. Yucky.
Yuckies.
And that one was a 12 plus 6.
That hits.
Okay, 18. So do I at all... This is not considered a sneak attack, is it?
It is, because you have advantage on the attack.
Oh. So how exactly does sneak attack work? Because I've got 1d8 plus 3 for the rapier
Yep.
and 3d6 for the sneak attack.
Yeah. So roll them all. So roll the 1d8 plus 3.
Here we go. Alright, so 1d8. That's a 4 plus 3, which is 7.
7, yep. And then
Yeah.
roll 3d6.
3d6. Okay, blessed dice. Hallowed be thy diciness. Yeah, ye shall yeet McGeet. Love you. Oh,
Amen.
6.
6.
Yep. And then 4.
4, so 10 in total. Yeah.
Big money, big money, big money, big money. It was a 2. It was not big money. So that's that's
12 in total.
Yeah.
Wicked. Cool. So with that, this thing is looking severely bloodied as Zan stopped it in its tracks as it's trying to walk up to you, and you sort of like Naruto run up behind it, and
Hell
then
yeah.
just shack right in the back of its other shin. It's looking real rough. All right, cool. Then after Jins, we have Quills.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna hopefully finish it off if I can bloody make a hit.
All right.
If I can do a hit.
All right. We'll see. We'll see then.
Right. It's right bloody there. I should
You have
be-
advantage, so.
I do. Oh, right. Yeah. Right.
'Cause
Cool.
flanks.
Flanking.
Because flank stakes, yeah.
Wait. Math. There it is. 15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Oh, thank Christ for that. All right, cool. With the long sword. Nope, wrong dice. Too many dice. Less dice.
Too many dice. Too many
Right.
dice.
Right. 6 points of damage.
6 points of your earth damage. Lovely.
My earth regular ass sword damage.
Yeah, cool beans. Alrighty. Done. Anything else? Do you have second attack? Paladin should have second
Oh,
attack at 5th level.
I do. All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna go again.
Nice.
Oh, I'm glad you remembered that. I
Yeah,
always
because I'm
remember
a
after,
fucking nerd.
after my turn, I go, God damn it, I should attack twice. Oh, plus my bless is still intact. That I keep forgetting. So can I add my bless to that attack, or is it past now? Yes. Oh.
But bless adds to the attack roll, not the damage.
Oh. Well, it's been nice to know that when I missed twice.
Yeah.
All right. And for my second attack. Oh, that was an 18 flat roll.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That's gonna hit. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Plus 6. Another 6 points.
Another 6 points. Oh, yeah, it is just hanging in there by the skin of its dick. So, yeah. Yeah, it is looking really rough. Like, it's bleeding quite heavily from all the other cuts that you've just gashed into this thing. Zan, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna do something really unexpected, and I'm gonna smack it with my sword.
Oh,
You
didn't see
never
that
would have
coming.
guessed it.
Yeah.
You never would have guessed it.
Guys,
Yeah.
I gotta go. This is I can't stand for this sort of shit. I'm sorry.
Do I have flanking still
so
or no?
yes, you still do have advantage on your roll.
I rolled a 1 at the first one. What's that?
And you also add a 1d4 as well because of bless. That
Oh
we've
my
all
God, you're
forgotten
right.
Until now, yeah.
Oh my god. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I got
Right.
18 without bless, I think.
Yeah, you're good. That
We're
hits.
good?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. And then that's a 12 slashing damage.
12
as well.
slashing damage.
Nice.
How would you like to end this?
Oh. As brutally as possible, if I can.
Yeah.
Plus
Brutal.
Jin's on the other side.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I can describe some brutal stuff.
Because,
so,
like, I'm a vicious werewolf too, right? I'm, like,
yeah.
going right back at it. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you. I'm
Yeah.
more bestial than you. So, yeah.
All right. So, with the damage you've already done to its Achilles tendon, you stick the blade in that same wound and lift it up to properly rupture the tendon. As it drops down to the ground, you put your sword on your back and get wolf claws out and start rushing up the side of this creature, grab up collarbone, get your fangs out, fangs right across the neck of this creature, and then claw all the way down its chest before the ground, and you see it tip over, and as it does so, just sort of fades back into the ground as a summoned creature might do.
Mm.
And with
Ew,
that,
ew, blood, ew. Wait. Hang on a minute.
That's so disappointing. I wanted to eat that.
and with that, that is the end of the initiative. And you can see that your two friends who are here helping track this guy down are looking very, very badly wounded. And the mercenary gentleman there says, "Like, you're gonna let stop here. I don't think we can go much further, but good luck to you. I saw them running that way."
Right. Do you need a doctor? Do you need some quick patch-ups? You
Oh.
both okay?
I'm alright. We got some potions. We'll be fine.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Thanks for your help.
Thank you. And with that, you will take charge, chasing after this cloaked figure further in the direction he was running. And we are actually going to end the session there as well. So we'll have to wait until a fortnight's time to find out exactly what you guys will find when you chase down and tracked this man in the deer skull mask.
Yes, the spooky boy.
I just
The
hope their
spooky
fae feed
boy.
are undead, honestly. Like, that's all I'm asking for. Like,
Let's hope so. Well,
The elephant man. Unless he lied.
the elephant man in conjunction with the lizard people.
the elephant man in the room.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that one like picture of the guy with the circles under his eyes and looking absolutely crazy with the that's us right now.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Pepe Sylvia. It's Pepe Sylvia. Who's Pepe
You're right,
Sylvia?
Pepe, who's
Right,
Pepe? I've got his mail.
Well, thank you everyone who tuned in and watched us and who was getting involved in chat for our very first ever stream. That was really great to see. We will be streaming fortnightly, but the episode will be saved on our channel if you want to rewatch it, and also it'll be available for a rerun next Friday as well. And then in fortnight's time, we'll come back with episode 2. But really, genuinely, thank you to everyone who came along and watched.
Yeah.
This was really great. I wasn't expecting so many people to get involved straight away on episode 1, so I'm very happy. I think that you guys are great, and I think that you players are great, and I think to some extent I'm great too. So yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Brady.
All right. Well, it was great playing with you guys, and it was great telling a story for you all tonight. I can't wait to pick this up in a fortnight. Until then, I guess I'll just say that thanks again, everyone, and be kind to each other.
Yeah, thanks, Brody.
Yeah.
I had great fun, and I'm keen to do it again.
Yeah.
Yes, looking forward to it. With
Can't
hopefully 2 more cameras.
With hopefully
Yes.
2 more cameras.
With
With
def-
I've
Definitely
ordered
2 more
mine.
cameras.
I've ordered it, and I've got it on priority
Yeah.
delivery. I swear, it's supposed to
priority
be.
delivery.
It's
Oh,
supposed to be here
damn.
next week.
Damn. Well, it should be definitely here by next session, and then hopefully
Yeah.
Rose's computer stops being a shit.
I'm
And,
sure I just have to push one button, and then it's
Oh.
fixed.
Get it
if-
Did
working.
you attempt that button you were talking about earlier? Press it now, pussy. You won't.
No, because it might just shut everything down, and I get really mad. It just
Do it for
won't
the
be worth
boys.
it.
Do it for the boys.
That's fine.
Come on, do it.
Do
The gauntlet
it.
has been thrown down. Both the boys and the do it pussy. You
Down
won't.
the gauntlet has been laid.
If the stream cuts, it'll go down in history. It's like an epic moment.
Yeah.
It will.
So
I'm like, all right.
Right.
Any last words before I abruptly stop the stream?
I don't think so. I think
No.
that you should do it, and we
Do
should
it.
see what happens.
Go.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Rip up the band-aid.
Do it.
Do it,
All
pussy.
right.
Do
Hang
it.
on. My. This is going to be really. All right.
The anticipation is
It's
killing me.
the
Is it?
suspense.
All right.
Yeah, it's just so much suspense right now.
I know.
Click the button.
All right. Ready?
Yep. Yeah, she's gone.
What? She yeeted out of existence. Oh.
Well, that was beautiful.
Well, it didn't work.
Wait, now I'm
But
spread
now we
across
know.
2 screens.
You are,
Like,
yeah. It's all messed up the camera. Yeah, that's
Oh.
great. I don't think we could have asked for a better ending.
That was really good.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
Well,
Scuffed as hell. Love it.
we'll see you guys in a fortnight's time with hopefully less technical problems.
Yeah.
And we'll pick up part 2 of this adventure.
Yes.
Bye, Z's.
Bye.
Bye.